What's up, everybody? Tech Chucker here, and today I've got a review of the Marvel Legends Rhino Wave Rhino Build-A-Figure. Now, if you haven't already, go back and check out my assembly video. It's a stop motion. I had a little bit of fun with it. I think you might enjoy it. But we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at this thing and see what it's all about. All right, let's take a look at the articulation first on this figure, because there are some issues here, as you might expect with such a bulky figure. So we're going to take a look at the head articulation first, and he is not really able to look up pretty much at all, which is a bit of an issue. It could be worse, though. He can look down a little bit, which isn't too bad. He's able to look side to side, but it does stop a little bit once you hit those shoulder muscles, which, you know, isn't too big of a deal. There's a little bit of tilt, not a whole heck of a lot. I kind of wish it was a little bit better. All right, moving into the shoulders. So he's got a ball hinge. Oh, all right, so because it's a Build-A-Figure, obviously these arms can come off, which is nice. Let's take this plate off first. So without the plate on, he can only get his arm out about that much. With the plate on, it is also hindered just a little, which is a little bit of a bummer. He does have full rotation of that arm. He has a upper bicep swivel, which works pretty good. No issues with that. There's a single joint in the elbow, gets him almost 90 degrees. Yeah, about 90 degrees. Not too bad. Could be worse. And then there's a hinge and a peg in the wrist. Not really able to curl forward all that much. Able to curl back a little bit more. So not too terrible, but could be better. In the torso, he has a hinge joint. There goes another arm. Okay, so he has a hinge joint in that torso, not really able to crunch forward all that much. He is able to arch his back just a little bit. It is a little bit floppy, just kind of loose there. He has a waist swivel that works really good. It does look a little funny, but that's okay. And then in the hips, it looks like he's got T-jointed hip joints. He's able to do the splits about this much. Not too bad for a big character. He's able to kick his leg forward. He's not going to get 90 degrees, but it's getting close. It's not too bad. And then he's able to kick back just a little bit. I mean, it's pretty negligible how much he's going to be able to kick backwards. There is an upper thigh swivel, which works good. Single jointed knee. It's fairly tight on mine, but just about 90 degrees. Pretty happy with that. Let's see if I can pop it back. There we go. And then in the ankle, he has a hinge, allows that foot to get back pretty far and then forward a little bit. It'd be nice if it went more. There is an ankle rocker that works really good. I really like the ankle rocker. They did a really good job with that. Overall, you know, the articulation on this figure could be better, but it's still really, really good. All right, let's check out the sculpt work and the paint work on this figure, because I think Hasbro did a really, really nice job with this thing all around. I think it's just very, very well done. And let's take a look at this head sculpt first, because it just looks so good. I love the paint that they did on the horns. The shading that they've got there, it almost looks like it's got that grain that a horn actually has, which is so cool. I love the eyes, the paint work on the eyes. I love the skin texturing. It's all sculpted in and painted. There's at least 2 to 3 different colors in the actual paint on the gray. And again, I come back to these horns. They just look so good. The skin tone looks pretty nice. If they painted the lips a different color, that would have really, really helped. Moving down into the torso and arms, I love these. The look of this, these shields are, I guess, armor plates are kind of cool because they can come off. I like them on because I think they look really good. But overall, I mean, you look at the sculpt work. I mean, you see those little like warty things on the back. The paint is great throughout the figure. The joints look nice. You know, I mean, the upper torso is very light. It's hollow, but that's okay. It helps keep the lower center of gravity on this thing. The knees do look a little bit funky. Let's see if I can pop this thing. But they at least kept the sculpt work with some of that detail, at least on the top part. The bottom, or I guess the shin part looks okay. I love these feet. These feet are painted amazingly. The sculpt work is just great. I think Hasbro did a phenomenal job throughout on this figure. I don't have any complaints much at all on the sculpt work, the paint work on this figure. It's super cool. All right, for accessories, he comes with one alternate head, and people call it the hamburger eating head. I really like it. It is a little over exaggerated, but that's okay. I like that. The paintwork is really nice. The eyes are painted good. I like this one almost a little bit more than the other one, just because of the face and the detail work that they did on that. I mean, look at the wrinkles. You can see it's just so cool. Um, I just I'm so happy with this figure. I'm so glad that I finished this. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection, especially my Marvel Legends collection. If you have the opportunity to complete this Build-A-Figure or even buy it on eBay or through a trade or something, I highly recommend it. It's a great figure. It's a good representation of the comic, and I just love it.
Alrighty folks, I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already done so, click the subscribe button. Check out some of my other videos. You can see them right up here and down here. Also, check out the featured video that I've got here. Every single video I'm going to feature someone else's video. Somebody who has a channel, either it's an up-and-comer like myself or somebody who's an old pro. Whatever it is, it's going to be awesome, so make sure you go check it out, like their content, subscribe to their channel, and until next time, I'll see you later.
Tech Tricker's Brain Blast.